In today's video, we're going to talk about the top 5 mistakes to avoid in youth hockey. Now, obviously, there's a long list of things we can talk about, and it ranges like crazy. But here are 5 of the most important we've gathered from talking to families, from coaches, from putting polls on social media, asking you guys, and from our own personal experiences. So again, if you don't think one of these is a factor, that's okay. You might have different ones that are just as important, if not more important to you. And if you agree or disagree, let us know in the comments. Give us your take. So number 1 is focusing only on the numbers. Now, what I mean by that is obviously numbers matter, especially to coaches, especially when they're recruiting. Not every coach actually goes and watches the players or watches them online. Some of them just look at the stat sheet. And again, I understand everybody wants to be a skill guy, wants to be Connor McDavid and put up 200 points in a season. But points aren't everything, especially in youth hockey. When I'm talking about youth hockey, I'm not talking about, yes, youth hockey goes up at 18s until 18U, but I'm talking about, 8U till 16U. That age group, okay? 16U, 18U, things change because now junior hockey comes into play, college hockey comes into play, completely different. But before that, numbers are important, but it's not the biggest factor. It's not the most important thing, and it's not the only thing you should be worried about. Your development, your ice time, your work ethic, your dedication, your physical development in the gym, on the ice, your mental development on the ice, off the ice, your personal development, right? You should be focusing on all the other aspects that if they go well, the stats will speak for themselves. The issue we see when we're talking to coaches, we're talking to families, is that they're only focusing on the actual number itself. And, oh, my kid only had 10 goals this year. He was supposed to have 20. Coach benched him, didn't give him power play time. He got hurt. I didn't buy him the right stick. And yes, we've heard that as an excuse. What about working on all the other aspects so that when it comes to putting the puck in the net, that's easy to him? One of the biggest issues is the kid's confidence properly. He's got so much pressure, he's not confident, he's nervous, he's gripping the stick too tight. Remember that numbers aren't everything, right? It's gonna come. If your kid's not a goal scorer this year, he might next year, who knows, right? If he's taking 1,000 shots a day in the summers, well, it might just click, he might get confident. In one game, he's gonna put in goals and it's just never gonna stop from there. Remember that the game is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something to develop the person and not just pressure. So think about that. And when you're planning your goals for the season and you're having that conversation with your kid or you're looking at what they're gonna do this year, don't put a number on the sheet. Let the hockey gods take over and see what happens. Number 2, focusing on which team organization they play for. If you're playing AA and you're trying to go to AAA, you got cut from yours, you have to go somewhere else, fine, you got cut from yours. Go to yours first. Stay loyal. Start there, you got cut, you didn't make it, then you look elsewhere. If you're playing AAA and your team is ranked 50th and now you want to move up because you think, I should be in a top 10 team in the country. Should you? Do you want to go from first line on your team to third line on the other team? Right? You're playing AAA. You're still playing great hockey. I get it if you're making the jump from the 50th to 100th ranked team. The low end AAA is like a new program that doesn't have a name for itself or anything like that, and you're going to a top 10. I get it. You're a top 20 going to number 17. Why are you making the jump for three levels? Why don't you stay loyal to your organization? Keep working with them. Focus on the ice time he's getting, the development he's getting. Again, focus on those two, right? To go from here to right here, not the huge jump. Is it worth it? Probably not. Remember that it's not always about the organization you play for, but more about what you do on the ice. And that should be the biggest factor in your decisions about where your kid plays hockey. Does he like his coaches? Does he trust them? Do they want to work with him? Do you see them doing extra with him? Having a good relationship? Is your kid having a good time? Is he getting a ton of ice time? If those 3's all said yes, why are you looking to jump ship? Number 3, doing too many tournaments in the summer, right? Summers are important for off-ice training in the gym, getting stronger. On-ice skills development, whether it's skating coaches, stick handling coaches, shooting coaches, hitting coaches, whatever type of coaching you want, goalie coaching, video coaching, mental training, whatever it is. That is a huge important thing in the summer. You can go do 1, 2, maybe even 3 tournaments or showcases. Don't do 7. Don't do 10. Don't do 3 showcases and 3 tryouts, right? You're supposed to be focusing on his development and, more importantly, taking a break from hockey. It is okay and should be necessary to take 3 or 4 weeks without playing hockey. All right, I understand that it's a crucial time, their development, they got to get to work, they got to be on the ice 4 days a week, but they need a break. Especially if you're playing 70 games plus all those practices, all those road trips, take a break. Don't overdo it. You do not need to play on 7 different tournaments in the summer as travel teams. You don't need to do that. It really depends case by case. You played AAA, you're going back to the same organization, go do 1 showcase, maybe 2, and spend your summer training. You're playing AA, you got cut from your AAA, you have to find another one. You might need to do 2 or 3. But again, 3 should be your limit. Don't do 7 to 10. The only reason you do 7 to 10 is if you keep getting cut from every single tryout and you refuse to go to the lower level. If that's you, then go do it. But that shouldn't be the main focus of your summer. You shouldn't be planning your summers out based on showcases and events. Mistake number 4, not playing another sport. And again, I'm talking U8 to U15 here. Playing another sport is very important. It makes you a well-rounded athlete. It makes you train muscles you wouldn't really use. It makes you train different skills, meet different people, let loose, have a little fun, change your thoughts a bit, and be a kid. I grew up playing hockey and soccer. I played AA in both levels until I turned 15, and then it was, all right, now I gotta focus on hockey. But that made me a better runner, gave me better cardio, made me see things a little differently, analyze plays. It worked on different skills, even if it's a different sport, that I could bring to hockey. One, I was a defenseman, one, I was a goalie. I got different perspectives. If your kid wants to play another sport, let them focus on that sport in summer. You're not giving up all your hockey training. He's just training in a different way. And number 5, not listening to your youth coaches. Mom and dad, you might have played the game, you might not have played the game. Regardless, you're not the one coaching your kid. You are mom and dad. You're supportive, you're there cheering them on. You have opinions. The kid doesn't need to know them because he doesn't need to bring that in the locker room and share that with his friends and turn around and they all backlash on the coach. You want to have a separate conversation with the coach? Have a conversation. Don't yell at him, don't blast him. He's coaching a team, not you. And it's important that if the coach says, look, you know, your son is very, very physical, great skater, he can't shoot the puck, don't argue with him because you think your kid's got a cannon. He's the one coaching. If the coach is telling you he needs a day off, he needs a day off. He's saying that he's hurt, he can't play. He's hurt, he can't play. Don't force the kid to play. And we're talking from stories we've heard from families here. That's why we're giving you these news, right? It's important. Your youth coaches, especially when you're playing AAA, have either played the game, have been coaching for a while, or have experience in some way that will help your child. 95% of these programs do a very good background check on their coaches and hire smart individuals that can help the program grow and succeed. To do that, the kids have to succeed. It goes hand in hand, right? I understand you want more ice time for your kid. I understand that you think your kid is the best in the world and that everybody does. But they're not all idiots. They're not all as dumb as you think. They know what they're doing. There's a reason they're doing what they're doing. If you want an explanation, have an adult conversation, ask the questions, take the responses. Don't turn it into a yelling match. Don't turn it into a vendetta. Just have the conversation. But these coaches know what they're doing and they need to be trusted. For them to succeed with your kid, they need to be trusted. If he's telling your son, I need you to back check down the middle, don't tell your son to hang at the far blue line to get that stretch pass so he can pull a Michigan on a breakaway. Again, I've heard this when talking to families. So keep these in mind. When you're thinking about next season, you're planning your goals, you're having a conversation with your kid, whatever you're trying to do, keep these 5 things in mind. And remember that hockey's just a game. We try to help play as long as possible because we love this game, but everyone's got a different path. Everyone's got a different way of doing it. And you just want to make sure that your kid enjoys the game while they can. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you like our content, you like our information, we probably have a video here or here that you might like as well. So click them and let us know if you have any questions. We're here to help.